It's 2028. TikTok's no longer cool. Your younger sibling just asked, wait. You still scroll vertical videos. The feed feels different. The vibes are off. This feeling isn't new. It's the ghost of MySpace, the echo of Vine, the slow fade of every platform that was once the center of the digital universe. The question isn't if a new platform will dominate, but what it will be and how it will redefine our digital lives. So what's next? Subscribe to GENSHIFT, where we predict what Gen Z will scroll, swipe, and stand next. Don't get left behind.
TikTok's cultural peak and platform fatigue.
For years, TikTok has been the undisputed king of culture, its algorithm a master puppeteer of our attention. It perfected a formula of instant gratification, raw authenticity, and niche community that felt tailor-made for Gen Z. But no empire lasts forever. According to a 2023 Gartner report, half of all users will significantly limit their social media use by 2025, citing platform decay from misinformation and toxic user bases. The ground is cracking, creating an opening for a revolution. We've analyzed the tech forecast, the venture capital bets, and the deep psychological shifts driving Gen Z and millennials. Here are the 5 most likely futures for social media. Decentralized social networks. Your data, your rules. Imagine a social feed you truly own. No central company, no sudden algorithm changes that tank your reach, no threat of being deplatformed. Your identity, your content, your followers, they all belong to you, and you can take them anywhere. This isn't just a new app, it's a new internet built on a concept called decentralized social media, or DSOC. The core idea is a shift from a platform like Instagram to a protocol like email. You can use Gmail to email someone on Outlook because they both speak the same underlying language. DSOC aims to do the same for social media. Your profile isn't stored on Meta's servers. It's secured on a blockchain, and you can access it through various different apps or clients. This isn't just theory. Early versions are already here. Farcaster, a protocol built on the Ethereum ecosystem, saw its daily active users spike by over 400% in a single week in early 2024, after introducing Frames, a feature that turns static posts into fully interactive apps. Suddenly, you could play a game, mint an NFT, or even book a flight without ever leaving your feed, demonstrating a user experience that goes beyond simple likes and shares. Then there's Bluesky, backed by Twitter's co-founder, which uses a non-blockchain protocol to create a portable identity, complete with customizable feeds and moderation, aiming to be billionaire-proof. It feels like a throwback to a simpler, more user-controlled internet, attracting those weary of centralized control. This vision of digital sovereignty powerfully appeals to Gen Z's deep-seated skepticism of big tech and their desire for ownership. For millennials scarred by years of data scandals, the promise of true privacy is a massive draw. But the resistance is steep. The user experience can be clunky. Concepts like crypto wallets and gas fees still feel alien to the mainstream. And the network effect is a fortress. People go where their friends are. The challenge isn't just building better tech, it's convincing millions to migrate simultaneously. The future here hinges on solving this paradox. Can a platform offer the absolute freedom of decentralization with the effortless simplicity of TikTok? The first protocol to successfully hide the technical wires and make owning your data as easy as scrolling a video might just spark the revolution. Metaverse-style platforms, immersive hangouts, and digital twins. Forget scrolling. Imagine stepping into your social feed. You're not watching a friend's vacation video, you're standing on a virtual beach with their hyper-realistic avatar hearing the waves. This is the shift from 2D media to 3D spaces where social connection becomes a shared, embodied experience. While the initial metaverse hype may have cooled, the underlying technology is steadily advancing. This future is less about one single metaverse and more about a spectrum of immersive social platforms. At one end, you have Roblox, which has quietly become a primary social hub for Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Here, brands like Nike and Gucci aren't just placing ads, they're building persistent virtual worlds where millions hang out, co-create, and express their identity. It's a social space first, a game second. First Ace. At the other end is Meta's Horizon Worlds. Despite a rocky start with critiques of its bland corporate feel and low user retention, Meta is playing the long game, planning to integrate Horizon into its family of apps, potentially exposing it to nearly 4 billion users. They promised us a universe. So far, we've gotten legless avatars in a virtual conference room. but the ambition remains. The most sophisticated vision comes from Apple's Vision Pro and its concept of spatial computing. With its hyper-realistic personas, digital avatars that mirror your real-time expressions, and the ability to share experiences like watching a movie in the same virtual room, Apple is betting on high-fidelity presence. The Vision OS 26 update pushes this further, making personas more lifelike and allowing shared experiences for users in the same physical space, blending the digital and real worlds seamlessly. For Gen Z, raised in the visual language of gaming, socializing in a 3D world is a natural next step. Millennials are more intrigued by the novelty and productivity, but remain wary of the cost, physical discomfort, and the uncanny valley of not quite human avatars. The challenges are immense high hardware costs, accessibility, and the risk of deeper digital isolation. But the ultimate hurdle is finding the killer app. The successful social metaverse won't be the one with the most polygons, but the one that best allows users to create and share a vibe, a culture, a feeling, an inside joke. It will be built on user creativity, not just corporate roadmaps. AI-powered social feeds, the ultra-personalized algorithm. Your next social feed knows you better than you know yourself. It doesn't just show you content, it creates it for you. AI-generated versions of your friends star in memes tailored to your inside jokes. Your favorite artist drops a new song generated by an AI in their style just for you. This is the future of radical personalization, where every feed is a universe of one. We're moving far beyond today's recommendation algorithms into an era of generative social media. AI is shifting from being a curator to a co-creator. We're already seeing the seeds of this with tools like Suno AI, which generates entire songs from a text prompt, and Midjourney, which creates breathtaking art. This technology is democratizing high-level creation and flooding feeds with novel content. The most profound shift, however, is in who or what we connect with. The rise of virtual influencers like Lil Miquela, a CGI character with over 2.5 million Instagram followers, and brand deals with Prada and Calvin Klein proves that audiences are willing to form connections with artificial personas. These entities are often seen as more authentic in their artificiality than human influencers presenting a flawless, curated life. The final step in this evolution is the AI companion. Venture capital firms like Andreessen Horowitz are betting big on AI chatbots designed not for one-off queries, but for long-term trusted companionship. They offer a non-judgmental ear and endless support, fulfilling a deep human need for connection. Gen Z, as pragmatic AI adopters, are curious about these tools with strong interest in AI-generated music and comedy. But both they and millennials are deeply wary of the dark side. This future walks a razor's edge. On one side, unprecedented personalization and creativity. On the other, a reality crisis fueled by undetectable deepfakes used for fraud and political disinformation, eroding trust in everything we see and hear. Psychologists warn that over-reliance on AI companions could reduce loneliness in the short term, but may atrophy real-world social skills and leave us vulnerable to emotional manipulation in the long term. The social platform of the future might not be a place you go to see friends, but a personalized utility that serves you or a companion that talks to you, fundamentally changing our role from active creator to passive consumer. We've explored digital worlds and AI companions, but what do you think comes after TikTok? Drop your wildest predictions in the comments or tag the next big platform you're betting on. What will Gen Alpha use when TikTok is for old people? Niche community platforms from mass to micro. What if the next big thing isn't big at all? The future might be a great fragmentation and escape from the endless, noisy public square of TikTok into thousands of small, private digital campfires. Spaces built around your weirdest hobby, your favorite artist, or your local neighborhood where you know everyone and trust the conversation. This trend is a direct backlash against the mass-market, algorithm-driven world. A 2023 Deloitte study found that over 60% of Gen Z now prefer smaller, interest-based communities over massive platforms. They are fleeing the performative pressure and seeking refuge. This is fueling the rise of platforms like Discord, which has exploded from a gamer chat app into a mainstream community hub with over 150 million monthly active users. Brands like Nike and Chipotle are building servers not to advertise, but to foster genuine, ongoing conversations with their most passionate fans. Geneva, a newer platform designed explicitly for private community, It offers topic-based homes and rooms that feel more like a group chat than a public feed. For instance, Selena Gomez's Rare Beauty uses its Geneva home to host conversations about mental health, not just product launches, building deep loyalty through shared values. This shift is happening in what's called dark social, the massive, untrackable universe of sharing that occurs in private DMs, group chats, and email. Data suggests 84% of content sharing now happens here, invisible to brands and analytics. It's a clear sign the most important conversations are moving from the public square to the private garden. This future strongly appeals to Gen Z's search for authentic belonging and millennials' desire to escape algorithmic noise. The trade-off potential insularity. In like-minded bubbles, we risk losing exposure to diverse perspectives. But for many, that's a price worth paying for a safer, more meaningful online experience. For brands and creators, this changes everything. The new success metric. Not a billion-view viral video, but an owned audience of 1,000 true fans, people you can talk to, directly shielded from the whims of any single platform's algorithm. The Super App Future 1. App to rule them all. What if the next social media platform isn't a social media platform at all? Imagine one app on your phone. You use it to message friends, order dinner, buy concert tickets, pay your rent, and book a flight. Social isn't a destination. It's the seamless fabric connecting every part of your digital life. This is the Super App. This model, perfected in Asia by apps like WeChat, combines messaging, social networking, e-commerce, and financial services into a single, all-encompassing ecosystem. In the West, this future is the ultimate endgame for tech giants. Meta is aggressively building commerce and payment features into WhatsApp and Instagram, aiming to turn its messaging apps into storefronts. X has openly stated its ambition to become an everything app, but the quiet frontrunner might be Apple. It's not building a single super app, but an even more powerful super ecosystem. By tightly integrating its hardware, software, iOS, and services, Apple Pay, iMessage, iCloud App Store, Apple creates a frictionless world that is incredibly convenient to live in and incredibly difficult to leave. The appeal is undeniable. For a pragmatic and mobile-first Gen Z, the promise of ultimate convenience is powerful. But for millennials who grew up watching these giants consolidate power, the idea of handing over every aspect of their digital life to one company is terrifying. This is the great trade-off: convenience for control. And it highlights a core generational paradox: we demand privacy, yet we willingly trade our data for a more personalized or seamless experience. However, the biggest roadblock for a Western super app isn't culture, it's regulation. Strict data privacy laws like Europe's GDPR and a growing appetite for antitrust action in the US are designed specifically to prevent the kind of data consolidation and monopoly power that super apps require. This vision represents the ultimate centralization of the internet, putting it on a direct collision course with the decentralized future we explored earlier. Conclusion. So what comes after TikTok? The answer isn't a single app. It's a battle of competing philosophies. We're heading toward a future that is simultaneously fragmenting into a million tiny communities and consolidating into a few all-powerful ecosystems. A future where we can own our digital identity on a decentralized web or immerse ourselves completely in a corporate-owned metaverse. A future where our feeds are co-created by AI and our closest companion might be a chatbot. The platforms will change, the technology will advance. But from MySpace's top 8 to TikTok's For You page, one thing stays the same. We're all just looking for connection, even if it's through a hologram, a decentralized feed, or an AI version of our friends. The future of social media isn't a single destination. It's a dynamic, complex ecosystem reflecting our deepest needs and our greatest fears. It's fast, it's wild, and it's coming. And navigating it will require us to be more adaptable, more discerning, and more thoughtful than ever before. Like, subscribe, and share this with someone who still thinks TikTok is the future. Because online, the future moves fast, and GenShift is here to help you navigate it one scroll at a time.